Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. It is rumored that Olori Tobi almost fainted upon realizing that her bestie that she has known all these years is actually related to Iyalaje. Now, there's been this report that has been making the rounds on social media that her bestie, who came for Omugo, had turned out to be anti-lion in her matrimonial home. That the woman is not ready to leave anymore, no matter what anyone would say to her. She's saying that she is going to wait right there in the palace until she sees the monarch, because she's got a proposition for the monarch, and the monarch gave her, the authorities to stay until he is less busy, and she's going to leverage on that opportunity to see the monarch, because it's not easy to see the monarch. And they said that she left when she came from London. She was in at Olori Tobi's place in Ikoyi, and she spent the entire time there until they started having their small altercation because of this very issue. And now she moved to the palace where she had been waiting to see the Ooni of Ife. Now, I want to believe that one of the biggest mistakes or mistake that Tobi made from the very beginning, was sending her without, guidance, like without a family member to go to the palace to pick some of her things. I think that was the biggest mistake. Apparently, this is a very smart girl. As soon as she was sent there, she decided to begin to establish her own contact in the palace, because they said the very first call that got them to become suspicious was a call where somebody she called saved as Baba's boy. And when that picture came up, they knew that it was one of these people that used to follow Kabiesi, and somebody that's very close to Kabiesi. And then now, I feel like when she discovered that, for me, I feel like the first thing she ought to have done was to have called her husband, that is Kabiesi, to tell Kabiesi that this person is no longer with me. Please do not give her access. If she had made that call, that first call to her husband, perhaps they would not have even allowed her access into the palace for the second time. And now she went to the palace for the second time, and they said that second time she was able to see Kabiesi. She gave the papers to Kabiesi, and Kabiesi honored her, welcomed her as Tobi's friend, and she went and came back again. And when she came back, this time Kabiesi asked her to wait, allegedly, as it is rumored, if this information is the truth, and asked her to wait, that when he is less busy, they are going to see and talk about her proposal. Now, that said, this whole thing has been a very serious plague. Like, it's been plaguing Olori Tobi a lot. And you know that Tobi is like 3 weeks of, not a month, 3 weeks postpartum. And it is very easy for women who are, in that stage, to slide into the proda, the propra. Okay, so because of YouTube protocol, I would not want to say that word, but you do know what I am trying to talk about. And so right now, they say she is so worried about what is going on. We heard the other time that she even called Queen Naomi to try and work out modalities for Queen Naomi to try and speak to Kabiesi for them to get this lady out of the palace. And they say Queen Naomi said to her that Kabiesi is free to marry as many wives as possible. After all, that was the drum. That was the song they were drumming for Queen Naomi those days, where they were saying that Queen Naomi is too proud. She wants to eat all the lion all to herself. She does not want anybody to eat from it. And that was why she ran out of the palace, because she was too jealous. She couldn't wait, blah, blah, blah. And right now it's happening to them, and they need help from Queen Naomi. What the heck? So that's what is going on. But right now, let me go back to what we are hearing. We are hearing that this girl is actually related to Iyalaje. Iyalaje. Now, Iyalaje happens to be a businesswoman in Ile-Ife who used to be very close to the Ooni of Ife before the drama with them trying to get Queen Naomi out of the palace happened. Even up until now, Iyalaje is still close to the Ooni of Ife also. I do know that a lot of people make it seem as if she and the Ooni of Ife, when they see they don't even greet and all of that. No, that is not it. Iyalaje still has a place in the palace because she's still the Aje Wabi what, okay, that Aje market title, yeah. And so she still goes to the palace. She celebrates with the Ooni of Ife, but not like she used to do before. You know that those days she was always in the palace. From what we heard, allegedly that she had an office in the palace where she was reporting to on a daily basis. But right now it is completely different. It's not like that. She goes when there is an important call for her to be a part of, or when there is a celebration. She still goes. She honors her king. Our king, the Ooni of Ife still calls her. But now and again, where are we driving to? Now, we also heard the rumor that it was Iyalaje that actually connected, Olori Tobi to the Ooni of Ife. Now, there is somebody, a man that is very close, that used to be very close to Iyalaje. The man is a young guy that is all about town and all of that. Goes to Lagos, knows a lot of girls from the university and all of that. And so when Iyalaje wanted to, connect the set, I don't know how it happened, but one thing we heard was that Iyalaje was instrumental to Tobi coming into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. But you do know that with this bad buzz that has happened between Iyalaje and Olori Naomi, and people blaming Iyalaje for a lot of things that happened in the marriage of Queen Naomi, Iyalaje was really like, people called her out. People said a lot of things. There were a lot of hearsays, bad buzz here and there, and all of that. At some point, there was even a time, I don't know if you heard this or if you have ever heard something like this, where some people started even speculating that she had something to do with the Ooni of Ife. Now, that information is completely wrong. Well, it is rumored also to be a wrong information, that it wasn't even her, it was the daughter, that Iyalaje's daughter, that she had in mind for the Ooni of Ife, but it does seem as if Ooni of Ife didn't like that one. And allegedly, no be me talk calmly. And so it was Tobi that Ooni of Ife liked. And so they said the very first meeting with the Ooni of Ife, it was Iyalaje was instrumental to it. When he said the guy called Tobi and asked Tobi if Tobi want to get married to a king. And Tobi said, yes, why not? If not, why? Why? And so they now got them to meet, and immediately Oni met with Tobi. Oni liked Tobi. And then Tobi started working with the Oni of Ife until this. So when Iyalaje started having battles here and there with the Ooni of Ife, she was expecting that Tobi would have stood up for her, talked to, like, this kind of a thing where somebody introduced you to such a great situation like this. You see that person as your godmother, my all and all and all of that. But they said that after Iyalaje finished with Tobi, Tobi just started doing her solo movement. She didn't care. She didn't show support. She didn't show love. She didn't show anything to Iyalaje. And they said even when she gave birth, Iyalaje was hoping that Tobi would send a message across to her to come and be part of the celebration and all of that. Nothing like that happened. She's just acting neutral as if she doesn't even know Iyalaje. And that thing has really pained Iyalaje so much. So when Tobi heard that this woman is related to Iyalaje, they said Tobi nearly fainted. Yeah, so that's what we're hearing. That Olori Tobi almost fainted upon hearing that this her best friend is actually related to Iyalaje. So apparently, this bestie they are doing, is it that Iyalaje, was it just a coincidence? Or was it like a setup from the very beginning? Or is it that, she became friends with Tobi, not knowing that Tobi had a connection with Iyalaje? Or what is the situation? Is what nobody knows. But right now, it is looking like Iyalaje maybe, just maybe be that is what they said. Allegedly, that it is rumored. It is not be me talkamly that Tobi is thinking that it's Iyalaje that is planting that lady there again, pushing the lady and all of that. So this is what is going on, and they say that she has been very, very devastated over this. That it shouldn't be. That why is this happening to her? She just had a baby. She deserves to rest. She deserves to have her peace. And why is this happening? And they said that she has been trying to call Iyalaje the entire time. Iyalaje is not picking that. Members of her own family have been trying to call Iyalaje, and Iyalaje is refusing to pick anybody's call. So the thing is that maybe it was just a coincidence. It is possible that Iyalaje doesn't know anything about this girl and Tobi. That's also a possibility. And it's possible that they are just related. And maybe she's not trying to put this girl up to anything. And I don't know. It's also a possibility. But I said right now, Tobi's in that place where, and you do know where it is so bad. It's bad because she cannot come to the palace. Now, she cannot come to the palace not because Oni does not want her in the palace, oh, because she just had a baby. It is a taboo for her to come to the palace right now. They said Oni cannot see those kids until their hair falls off. Like that is the Ile-Ife tradition or the Yoruba tradition for the Obas, that he is not supposed to see his newborn kids until the first hair falls off. And so they said this is just eating Tobi up, that she's very sad about what's going on. So I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.